There are people who've been cheated on, betrayed, heartbroken by people you love so much that your heart broke so bad that you thought you would die. But you didn't. This is right. Sometimes life offers you no option but to survive.
Make yourself more valuable to the marketplace. I'm telling you, you can so dynamically change your income, and economics is the least of the values that you can start earning in terms of equity. If you'll start working harder on yourself than you do on your job. Work hard on yourself and develop the skills. Work hard on yourself and develop the graces. All of the stuff necessary to become more valuable to the marketplace. I'm telling you, your whole life can explode into change. Promotions, no problem. Becoming more valuable to the company, I'm telling you, no problem. Money, no problem. Economics, no problem. Future, no problem. You just go to work on the right thing. Not get things out there to change. Don't try to change the seed. Don't change the soil. Don't change the sunshine. Don't change the rain. Don't change the mix of seasons. Let the miracle of everything that's available work for you, and start working on the inside. Work on your philosophy. Work on your attitude. Work on your personality. Work on your language. Work on the gift of communication. Work on all of your abilities. And if you'll start making those personal changes, I'm telling you, everything will change. Now, let me give you another scenario on personal development. It's called the 4 major lessons in life to learn. Before we get to the 4 major lessons in life to learn, let me give you a key phrase for your notes. Here it is. Life and business is like the seasons. Life and business is like the seasons. Frank Sinatra sings, life is like the seasons. Now, here's one of the key phrases that changed my life. Starting at age 25, you can see this whole scenario. Personal development for me began. I've never been the same since. Here's the next key phrase. You cannot change the season, but you can change yourself. You can't change the season, but you can change yourself. My best hope, right? When I'm 25 years old, my best hope was to go through the day with my fingers crossed saying, I sure hope things will change. I sure hope things will change. It seemed to be my only way for my life to get better if things would change. Here's what I discovered. It isn't going to change. It isn't going to change.
Doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do now, Les? How long are you going to tell everybody at the bus stop and anybody who would stand and listen to you? How long are you going to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over again? How many times do we have to hear that? Don't go around telling people what your story is. Everybody has a story. 80% don't care and 20% glad it's you. I say, I'm glad that didn't happen to me. Sometimes you think you got some problems, you hear somebody else's problem, and if that problem is real bad, it makes you feel good. Am I right? Try to let that go. All of us got stories to tell. Chicken Man allowed his tragedy to destroy his life. All of us have experienced some tragedy, and if we haven't, we will. And you can either let it destroy your life, or you can build upon it. You can permit it to let it hold you down, or you can decide, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm bigger than this. Make a declaration to yourself. Declare all-out war that you're going to get out of this rut. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how much you work on yourself. There are some times when things aren't going to go right. They just are not going to go right. There are times when anything that can happen will happen. Murphy's Law will be knocking at your door. Why? I don't know why. That's called life. And you have to deal with it.
You don't have to know the markets. He said, what if I die? Someday I will. How will my kids have money? How will my philanthropic areas have money? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out why a balanced portfolio doesn't work in 2008 or 2000. And everything we've been taught about finance is wrong. And the Da Vinci of investing figured out and has done it for himself for a decade and a half. And he tested it back to 1925, and it just makes money in any environment. So now his clients get to do it. Not the 1%, not the 0.0, the 0.000%. goal 1%. So I'm sitting down with Ray and I didn't explain how it works, and at the end, we're engaged 3 hours into it. He tells me how this works, and I said, this is beautiful, but I'm doing this, so I'm not doing this for money, I'm giving all the money away. I want people to have answers. And you just got done saying the average person with a wealth manager will never work. They can't possibly do it. They might be sincere, they might even put their money in the same place they put you, but how many gold medals have they won, you said? Those are the only people that win. From a few. It's a giant Pokemon with a few winners. So you just said they're not going to win with anybody else. So I said, this is worthless without knowing the exact recipe. How much in this, how much in that, how much in this percentage. Well, I got $1,000 or $20 million. That's 20, that's my secret sauce. That's what $5 million and $100 million used to get you. I said, yeah, but you won't take anybody's money. He said, yeah. I said, you're giving away half your fortune with 14 billion. You're a giver. Help a guy out. And he goes, it's really complex. I can't really just share it that way. I said, I know it's complex, but I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm good at simplifying. I believe complexity is the enemy of execution. That's what it is. You gotta make it so simple, people do it. Complexity is the enemy of execution. So I'll get it simple. You get it to me, I'll make it simple. He goes, well, he uses leverage. I said, give me one that doesn't leverage. Anybody can do it. They can do it with ETFs. He goes, well, I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna look like. It won't be perfect. I said, your worst plan's gonna be better than anybody else's best plan. And then he this moment of engagement, this natural, he opens up and he goes, okay, I'm writing like crazy. I got the video can't go. I'm feeling this vibration in my body. I left so excited, knowing it was something special and not knowing what it was. With that formula, I took to Hightower, $30 billion asset company, and said, test this 30 years, 40 years, 75 years. How's this done? Over all that time period. In the last 30 years, it lost money 4 times. Made money every other time. You know, 4 times one of the losses was 0.003. So really, practically lost money 2 times. You know what the average loss was? 1.9%. The average gain, just under 10. All in. The largest loss in 75 years. It's been right 85% of the time. The largest loss was 3.95, as that was 2008. Less than 4% when the rest of the world from top to bottom lost 51%. It's in my book, by the way. It was a bunch of my partners like, hey, but this is business. Don't put that shit in the book. I said, you know what it is? We're great business. We can help people do it if they want to do it, but it wasn't offered in that spirit. So it's that. I tell you this because I want you to understand with engagement, you can get anything. But engagement, I want you to define it and want you to experience it. So what's the first thing that allows you to engage someone? What's the number one thing? Right now, if I said to you, what is it? How many think Mark is a fairly engaging guy without blowing smoke? How many have to say this guy's pretty damn engaging? Say, what makes him engaging? What makes somebody you find engaging? What makes them engaging to you? What is it about them? Think about it. Say it out loud. What makes somebody engaging? A positive? What's that? Eye contact makes somebody engaging. She's talking about another level of engagement. I can feel it right now. What else makes somebody engaging? Come on. Smile. What else makes them engaging? Energy. Passion. Talking the truth instead of what you want to hear. Who loves someone who will tell you the damn truth in the world? It's the world. Not even reality television is freaking real anymore, right? Raw and real may not sound good, but it sure feels good because you know it's there. Sincerity. When you feel like somebody, how about caring? When you feel like somebody truly cares about you, does that make you engage more? Right? What makes something disengaging to you? What makes you disengage with someone? Lying? When you can't trust them? Arrogance? When they try to control you? What disengages you? When they come up to hit on you and they're not even committed, you're like the 12th person and you can feel it. When they're insincere, it disengages you. What's that? When the communication or the relationship is one-sided, it totally disengages you, doesn't it? Inauthenticity. Whereas authentic does engage you, doesn't it? Right? What's that? Yes, when they're on their phone talking to you while they're also doing something else. How many love this experience? And yet we've made it culturally okay, depending upon what generation you're in. Depends on how your mindset is and where you live in the world, I guess, to some extent. But all the things you said are true. When you feel that someone cares about you, is interested in you, is sincere with you, shares the same interest, is trying to accomplish something, if there's that caring, sincerity, mission, passion, is passion something engages you? Yes or no? And then disengagement's the opposite. But all of them start with one thing that I want to do right now so we can shift this gear, because you've been sitting way too long and so quietly, you've been so nice, but this passive learning has got to end now. I just did it so it wouldn't feel jolting when we began. Now we can step into the real game. And here's how I want to do that. First of all, energy. Energy is the base. How many agree energy is engaging? Say I. If you want to change something in your life and you are what I call energy poor, low energy, are you going to follow through? Yes or no? You love your husband or wife, but you're exhausted. Love you. Okay. There is no passion. There is no intimacy without energy. Am I right? You're not going to go to build a business without energy. You see this crazy man? He's filled with energy, day and night, night and day. It's Richard Branson. How much energy does that man have? He's insane in his energy. Anybody I've ever met who really has this compelling ability to engage with people, it's energy. But are they born with it? Some maybe, most not. Because I've interviewed them, I've seen them, and I also see some of them like Richard. Richard is a ball of fire of energy, and then he's not. He's actually a very internal guy in many ways. He's external when he wants to go do something. He's crazy and willing to risk his life. Not in business. In business, he goes, okay, I'm going to take Virgin and make Virgin Airways, so how can I lose? Oh, I'm going to make a deal with Boeing, and if they fail, I get to give them the jets back. That's how he thinks. His life, let me go in the middle of a balloon, in the middle of the sky, and hope shit happens. The point is, engaging people with that kind of energy, doesn't matter who they are, where they are, they have that kind of experience. So what you and I gotta do is gotta tap that out. So how many of you have had times when you were in the flow, where energy was going through you, like you didn't have to think about it, the right thing was said, the right thing came out of you? Who's been in this place before? Say I. Oh, come on, say I. Who's ever had a time when you did something, after you did it, you thought, I can't believe I said that, I can't believe I did that, that was so stupid. Who's done this before? Say I. Who's done something where after you did it, you went, that was me? I don't know how I did that shit. That was bullshit. Who's ever impressed yourself? Say, and you're the same person. How come one situation you're an idiot, the other one you're brilliant? Who's ever forgotten how to spell your own, how to remember, let's say, your own email or your home phone number, or how to spell a difficult word like the? Let me see your hands here. In fact, phone numbers is crazy now for most of us, right? Because now we have this outboard brain. If we lose this brain, we're screwed. I don't even know how to call my mom, for God's sakes, right? You don't know what to do when you don't have this thing.
You will fail. You will likely fail often. It will be painful. It will be discouraging. At times it will test you to your very core. It will not be easy.
This is for those of you who are going through the fire. Those of you who are wondering, how can I keep going like this? Some of you have been through so much that you should have lost your mind. It's all right to fail as long as you fail forward. It's all right, but I need you to have heart. Because there's some things you just can't get without perseverance. Don't think it's strange when things happen to you. Because every man, every woman, every boy, every girl will go through a time where your faith will be tested. You will hit something. And when you do, you will have a choice. Many choose to turn around. They feel a little pain, then they run away. But there is a small number who decide that the pain is worth the price. They will do whatever is required to make it past this. I know it's hard, and I know it may look hopeless, but if you just keep pushing forward, you'll see how strong you truly are. When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that will come from it. Mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Didn't get funded? Good. We own more of the company. Didn't get the job you wanted? Good. Go out, gain more experience, build a better resume. Got injured? Good. Needed a break from training. Got beat? Good. We learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have an opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out, don't get startled, don't get frustrated. No. Take that issue, take that setback, take that problem and turn it into something good. Go forward. If you can say the word good, it means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. It means you've still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
I got here not because I'm the strongest, not because I'm the fastest, not because I'm the best. I never stop fighting. it got harder and it got harder, and it seemed the further I climbed, the harder it got. But I didn't stop. I didn't quit. I just kept fighting and fighting and fighting.
Don't let this world break you. You are stronger than what you are going through.
I invested too much to quit. I made too many sacrifices to give up. We've come too far. We've been through too much. We've seen too much. We've had too many victories. We've seen defeat. We've looked defeat in the face. And we've overcome it. We've come too far to give up now. We've come too far to be negative now. We've come too far to start overthinking now. So when life happens, I don't just sit there and cry. I walk back. I walk back.
I wish I could tell you it's gonna get easier. I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, the weight is gonna get lighter. I wish I could tell you that, but that's not the truth. The truth is, you gotta find something within. You gotta find something within, and that's gotta push you, and that's gotta elevate you, and that's gotta drive you, and that's gotta move you. And when you find out what your why is, you don't hit snooze no more. When you find your why, you find a way to make it happen.
The spirit of resiliency, the spirit of grit, it's in your DNA, it's in your blood. Overcoming is in your blood. Getting through adversity is in your blood. Your ancestors got through so much more. We will be all right. We need to focus on where we're going, not where we come from and what's happening. I just need you to keep walking toward it. I don't need you thinking about it no more. You're doing too much thinking. You're analyzing too much. You're talking yourself out of it. I don't know if this is going to work. I tried and it didn't work. I just need you to keep moving. I need you to make up in your mind that the only way you can lose is if you quit. I just need you to keep going.
It's an opportunity to prove what you're made of. It's an opportunity to prove you are what you say you are in your head. When you look in the mirror and you say, there goes a bad motherfucker, you actually believe it.
And the process is not supposed to be comfortable. So if it hurts, welcome to the big leagues. If you feel like you're under heat, praise God. If you feel like you're being pressured, praise God. But when God looks like he's pulling you back, eventually he's going to let you go. And the farther he pulls you back, the farther he pulls you back, once he releases you, boom. I challenge you to never give up. Never give up. You're going to be here one day, but you'll never get here if you give up, if you give in, and you quit, and follow God. You got to want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe.
We have all been there. Those moments when it feels like everything is going wrong and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But here's the thing, when things are going bad, that's when you have the opportunity to rise above it all. It's in those moments of darkness that your true strength and resilience are put to the rest. It's easy to feel defeated when everything seems to be falling apart. But remember, it's during these tough times that you have the chance to show what you are made of. It's when you can prove to yourself and the world that you are capable of everything, overcoming an obstacle. You are not alone in this journey. There are people who care about you and want to see you succeed. Reach out to them, lean on them for support, and let them help you find the strength within yourself to keep going. When things are going bad, it's easy to give in to fear and doubt. But remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to take action, is speed of it. Embrace your fears, face your challenges head on, and keep moving forward. And when you finally emerge from the darkness, when you have weathered the storm and come out on the other side, you will realize just how strong and capable you truly are. You all look back on this time as a testament to resilience and determination. So, when things are going bad, remember, this is your moment to shine. This is your opportunity to show the world what you are made of. Keep pushing forward, keep believing in yourself, and never forget that you have the power to turn things around.